Hello, I am a dork. Happy Friday. And a reminder, if you are watching the replay, I am going live tomorrow, Saturday, because I'm off Monday. I have an obligation in the afternoon. So tomorrow, Saturday, the 27th, at our normal time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, I am doing what I do every weekday normally here. I'm giving you the hottest of the hot topics. I'm Perez Hilton, the queen of all media, the gossip gangsta, the original influencer, and thank you for spending some time with me. I really appreciate that and you. Hey voices, a reminder, I have set up a subscription on here. Hey Nicole, hey Erica. So if you can, please consider becoming a member because bloop, I just switched the live chat to member only. Members get to decide what topics I talk about, get to ask me anything, get to interact live while I'm spilling the tea, or in this case, the iced coffee. Hey, Erna. Yes, we spoke about that yesterday, but I'm happy to. Oh no, sending positive vibes, Ryan. Yeah, King Charles has cancer. Hey, Claire. And apparently it's more serious. I mean, we didn't even get details, so we never really knew how serious it was. Just sending positive vibes to King Charles and to Ryan and to you all. And I get it. Listen, I know some of you might be having Taylor Swift fatigue. I say that as I'm wearing a Taylor Swift t-shirt, vintage. But we're talking Taylor Swift today. Don't worry, not a lot, okay? Not a lot, just a little bit. We're dabbling in some Taylor Swift today. But before we get to Taylor, let's discuss some other things. Actually, this is interesting. Even though he is not interesting to me, this is interesting. Do you guys remember Neo? Neo, the singer, Neyo, from the early 2000s? What was his biggest hit? Like, he had a song with Rihanna that I really liked. So sick of love, something about what was the Rihanna song? Love song? I don't know. He also had that Closer song. Closer, come closer. So I just anyways, I'm not a singer, but I love to sing, okay? I'm not a singer, but I love to sing. Anywho, Neo, hey Adam, Neo has two girlfriends. And he was recently asked about that and expressed his thoughts on polygamy, meaning having more than one wife. Neo says, quote, I feel like in the realm of love and romance, you should let people do whatever the hell they want to do. Can't see how it's hurting anybody. Well, Neo clearly doesn't understand the history of polygamy and how historically it has been an incredibly oppressive, awful experience for the oftentimes underage women and sexually abused spouses. Yes, like a throuple, although polygamy can often be even more than two wives. Polygamy can be 3 wives, 4 wives, 5 wives. But Neo is in a throuple. I don't know if it's a committed throuple. I'm guessing not. I'm guessing that he could fool around with as many women as he wants to. But he's been walking out and holding hands in public with both of them. So I'm guessing it might be a committed throuple. But this brings up an interesting moment in time. Just because historically, the institution of polygamy has not been the best in the past, doesn't mean that in the future it can't be a totally healthy thing. I'm trying to keep an open mind because, hey, Calypso, I personally am old enough to know the fight that it took for queer people to have same-sex marriage. I'm not necessarily against polygamy. Are you all? What do you think? I do think you should be able to only marry people. Your partner needs to be able to consent to the marriage. A dog cannot consent. A minor cannot consent. I also don't believe that you should be having relations of the intimate kind with an animal because they can't consent. Consent is a very important part of intimacy. God, I love iced coffee. It depends, Calypso. What if it is monogamous polygamy? What if they just stay in their little polygamist bubble? I don't know. But Neo's a famous musician, a lot of them get around, if you know what I mean. All right, let's talk Taylor Swift. Do you guys know who the Pet Shop Boys are? I love the Pet Shop Boys because I'm old and I grew up in the 80s and they were very popular in the 80s. They were a synth pop band with a good amount of hits in the 80s. My favorite was New York City Boy, where 7th Avenue meets Broadway. New York City Boy. They also had, and the Western girls are down, Eastern boys and Western girls. They had It's a Sin. They had a lot of hits. I love the Pet Shop Boys. Well, Neil Tennant of the Pet Shop Boys was being interviewed this week because I'm guessing they have new music coming out or whatever. You don't need a reason to interview a pop icon. And hey, Nakia, and The Guardian is a very well-respected publication in the UK. And Taylor Swift came up in the conversation. And this is what Neil Tennant of the Pet Shop Boys said of Taylor Swift. Quote, Taylor Swift sort of fascinates me as a phenomenon because she's so positive to the records. For a phenomenon as big as she is, where are the famous songs? Where are the famous songs, he asks. Well, the interviewer brought up all the Taylor Swift songs. He brought up Shake It Off. He could have brought up Love Story, You Belong With Me, I Knew You Were Trouble, We Are Never Getting Back Together, Style. Oh my God, so many. Blank Space, Anti-Hero. Anyways, literally off the top of my head. Where is her Billie Jean, he asked. And he says, the interviewer brought up Shake It Off. And Neil Tennant of the Pet Shop Boys said, I listened to that the other day, and it's not Billie Jean. Okay. He goes on to say, I like the fact that it brings all these people together, even multi-generational, but I think the one disappointing thing is the music, not the lyrics, the music. All right, I respect that. He did not express himself in a nasty way. It wasn't Courtney Love saying that, Taylor is like a sanitized Madonna and she la 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 la. This was very respectful and his opinion as a musician, a very successful musician. And I don't agree with him because he's clearly not a fan. He's clearly not sat down to listen to all of Taylor's albums. He's just heard what's been spoon fed to him on the radio or whatever's come across his way. But I said something similar when sharing my thoughts on Taylor's new album, and that is that I like the new Taylor Swift album. I like it a lot. I don't love it, but I like it a lot. However, one of my biggest issues with it was the production. And oftentimes the producer is responsible or mainly or partly or has a big role in the music and how the songs sound. I don't think anything was wrong with that. He also said, to have a successful pop career now, you have to have a series of relationships which are amazing and then break up tragically. I wonder what the other half of the relationship feels about this. Whatever. Old white man. I'm only kidding. I'm an old white man. Old gay Latino white man. But nothing that he said was bad, okay? Speaking of Taylor, congratulations. I've got an update for you all. The very latest projections for the Tortured Poets Department is that it will debut in the US with 2.6 million units. The biggest debut of Taylor Swift's career and the biggest debut week since Adele's album in 2015. Wow. And of that 2.6 million, 1.9 million in physical sales. That means vinyls and CDs. So impressive. 1.9 million vinyl and CD sales. Although my a-hole podcast co-host tries to diminish Taylor whenever I talk about how many physical copies she sells because he says, that's just merch. That's just merch. Most people buying the Taylor Swift vinyl or CDs are not listening to it on vinyl or on CD. Hey, Chelsea, I don't know if I agree with that. A lot of people that buy vinyl have CD players. A lot of people that buy vinyl have vinyl players. Maybe CDs too. I don't know. What do you all think? All right. Wrapping up our Taylor Swift segment for today. Taylor's boyfriend, Travis Kelce, he was on a podcast recently and his balls were hanging out. Did you guys see that? He must have big balls. That, and he was also wearing some short shorts. Let me show you. All right. So he was on a podcast recently as a guest because he's a chatty Cathy, and I love that. Let's look at the video. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. Come on. Wait, why? What? No, this is not. No, that's not the right one. Hold on. Let me refresh. Here. Is this the right? Wait, what the heck? No. Wait, what? I was just looking at it. Wait, what the heck? Hold on. I've got to get it lined up. Oh, what the heck, yo? All right, wait, hold on. Not that, not those shorts. Why is YouTube acting up on me? It's showing me the wrong video. Oh, maybe because I already watched it? Ah, annoying. Anyways, I'll show you basically the gist. Oh, here it is. I was watching the wrong video. Idiot. Dummy. All right. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. So, look, his shorts were really short. And what they decided to do was just put that big old logo on top because his junk was hanging out. Let me read to you what the podcast host said. My editor calls me and he's like, bro, I don't know how to tell you this, but Travis was falling out of his shorts. I was like, what are you saying, dude? What do you mean falling out of his shorts? He's like, his boys were sliding out. And I was like, oh no. God, I love the way that straight guys talk. It's not how the homosexual have conversations. I gotta move my phone here because my laptop's making noise now, and I don't want you to hear the fan. I really savor the coffee. Oh, so good. Yes. All right, let's keep it moving. Thankfully, he avoided showing his ginormous balls to the world. That's funny, Calypso. All right. Ooh, this is a good one. Do you guys remember who Lily Allen is? Lily Allen, the British singer. At first, when I see you smile, and I see you smile, or I can't. I got to do the censored version. Thank you very, very much. I'm not a singer, but I love to sing. Anywho, Lily Allen has a podcast because everybody has a podcast now. Mine is perezpodcast.com. Mine is the best. My podcast is the best podcast. perezpodcast.com. Check it out. This that we're doing right now, very different experience. Both great, as are you, and especially all of my members. Lily Allen has her own podcast, and on the most recent episode, she was talking to her best friend, saying, quote, we, her oldest daughter and her, we're flying to London today to come and see you for your birthday. Me and Ethel. I'm going in first class. She's going in economy. And this really divided people. And I want to work out my thoughts. Her daughter is 13 years old, and that is a little young. But it's not like somebody's going to abduct her. They can't. They're on a plane. So you don't have to worry about somebody kidnapping your child. And I would like to believe that a 13-year-old is able to leave their seat in economy and go up to mom and dad and say, or just mom, be like, hey, mom, somebody's being really gross or inappropriate or rude. And then they would handle the situation. And I don't think anybody would try to sexually assault a 13-year-old on a plane. I mean, listen, there's a 1% possibility that could happen, but it's like a 1% possibility. You know, I don't think it's highly likely. Also, Lily was flying to London from New York, where she lives, to go see her best friend for her birthday. It's not like she was going there for work. Nobody was paying for her to go to London. So she most likely, Erna, why do I keep doing that? Thank you, Erna. Such a dork. Billie Eilish is coming up, don't you worry. Lily most likely paid for her own airfare, meaning she really most likely used her miles because she flies back and forth from the UK to New York regularly. So she used her miles to upgrade, and she's not using her miles to upgrade her daughter. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Are you mad at it, Erna? I'm not mad at you. Thank you again, dear Erna. I'm not mad at it. Lily Allen worked really hard to be Lily Allen, and if I had enough miles, I would fly first also and put my kids in economy. I don't travel enough by plane anymore, though, so... And if I did, I would get one of those credit cards that gave me miles. Instead, I have a credit card. Did you know that these exist? I have a credit card that gives me cash back. That's a good credit card. I don't want to reveal anything else, but you can just Google it. Cashback credit card. That's much more helpful for me than airline miles. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. Also, making headlines around the world. Well, not really, but that show that she was on, One Tree Hill, it's got a bit of a cult following and it's beloved worldwide, I think. Remember Sophia Bush from that show, One Tree Hill? She has just come out as queer and confirmed her relationship with former women's soccer player Ashlyn Harris. Congrats. Although a lot of eagle-eyed fans who pay more attention to Sophia Bush than me and to Ashlyn Harris are calling BS on the timeline of events because Ashlyn Harris, until recently, was married to another woman and had children with her. And now, and for a while, has been with Sophia Bush. So a lot of people think Ashlyn Harris cheated on her wife with Sophia Bush. Sophia Bush says that's not true. Sophia Bush likes Bush. I had to, y'all. I'm done with the coffee. I'm not going to chew ice on camera because I know that probably would annoy some of you. I like chewing ice. It makes me happy. All right. Billie Eilish. Yesterday, we spoke about Billie Eilish and her Rolling Stone interview. Was that yesterday or the day before? It's all one day. It all blurs. A reminder, if you just tuned in or are tuning in, I'm off Monday, even though I go live every Monday through Friday. To make up for the missing day, I'm going live tomorrow instead. So if you want bonus Perez, I'm making up for Monday's show tomorrow, Saturday, the 27th, same time as normal, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. At some point this week, we spoke about Billie Eilish and her Rolling Stone interview, and yesterday evening, I had this epiphany. I had a little light bulb moment. Listen, I know we're not supposed to talk about people's bodies, but I just talked about Travis Kelce's balls. And I'm going to talk about Billie Eilish's body. Not anything mean or in a negative way, just an observation. It appears to me like Billie Eilish has lost some weight recently. Like she's slimmed down. I'm not saying she was fat before. She was not fat. But it appears like she's considerably thinner than she was. So I think this newfound appreciation, she's basically just really into herself right now, as she should be, This newfound body yaddy 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 is probably what is fueling her comments to Rolling Stone, and she's feeling herself, and I love it. I'm all for it. She's 22. Do you, literally, do you? And that's all I've got for you today. Now it's some time for unstructured chat with my members. If there's any questions you have, any comments, concerns, observations, notes, advice that you want, ask away. As always, you can ask at any time, but I literally have nothing else to talk about. Is Kylie pregnant yet? Yes. No, I don't know. I don't freaking know. How long have Booker and I been friends? God, we've been doing the podcast since 2015. Can you freaking believe that? We've been doing the podcast for 9 years. Oh my God. Wow. PerezPodcast.com. If you enjoy these live streams, I really think you would enjoy the podcast. Check it out. That was a great question indeed. And thank you again, Erna. That really meant so much. Everybody watching, become a member if you can. And if you can't, I still love you. And it's free to comment after the live stream is over. So comment, like, share, all of those good things. I know, we should do something big for the 10th anniversary. Oh my God, I didn't even know that I didn't even know that Smokey Robinson was at the Venetian tonight. Kind of what you said to me the other weekend about Charo. There's so much happening in Vegas. It's hard to know. I probably wouldn't even go see him though. I mean, maybe I would. He doesn't really speak. I mean, he's got hits. He's cool. I mean, maybe I would go. I don't know. Cool. I second that emotion. If you feel like giving me a lifetime of devotion. Hey, icon. And he also wrote many of the Motown classics, not even his own songs. He wrote songs for others. Really talented. I would go see him just to see a part of history and maybe hear some stories. Any other questions before I wish you a beautiful weekend? It's last call. Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. I sound like Jack from Will and Grace when I sing. Just Perez. I love you, Ryan. All right. I love you all. Have a wonderful weekend. And let's spend some time together tomorrow, 7:30 p.m., 4:30 Pacific. Bye.